Hi everybody, this is Meiko Martin from www.bizbuzzin.com, and I'm doing a 21-day video challenge, and today is day number 6. The topic for today is meditation. Now I have to tell you, I have never meditated before. As a matter of fact, I don't say anything bad about anybody who's ever meditated before because it seems to work for them. But I have never been able to calm myself down to a point where I can meditate. But as part of this challenge, we were told to try to meditate for at least 5 minutes. And I did do that because I wanted to be able to do a video about whatever the experience was that whatever occurred during that meditation for me. So the exercise, you're supposed to breathe in and say so in your head, and then breathe out and say hum in your head, of course. And you do this repeatedly, and I think that is kind of a method to kind of slow yourself down, to kind of it's like a cool down process from life. Even if you just got up in the morning, it's a kind of a cool down process, and it does do that. I never really knew how to meditate before, and so that's why I never thought I could get to that place, but I did do this, and I have to admit, when I first started it, I was feeling ho-hum instead of so-hum, and it did eventually, within a minute, I was feeling different. I put down some notes, so I'm going to look away a few minutes, a few times as I look down at my notes. The first feeling that I had was lonely, and I felt that was really a strange thing for me to feel lonely. I have a lot of people that I talk to. I have my family, but I felt lonely. I felt very segregated. And then I started feeling drifty or kind of lightheaded. And all of a sudden, I started feeling conflict. And then I was hearing loud voices, or sort of like if you're in a room next to people arguing, you can hear the loud voices, but you can't really hear the words. And you can't really even tell if it's a man and a woman, or you just hear voices. And that's kind of what I was hearing. And I think I'm not even going to try to analyze. I'm just going to tell you what the feelings were, and then maybe somebody else can help me figure out what was going on. But anyway, during that period, I was getting a rotating feeling of warmness and chills, and then suddenly I was conscious of my heartbeat. And that was really strange, because I was wondering why, at that moment I was thinking, how come I didn't hear this before? Because, I'm in a quiet room purposely to do this. How come I didn't hear this before? But all of a sudden, and it was like really loud, like it was pounding in my ears. And I started feeling a pressure on my shoulders, and it wasn't a light pressure, it was like a hard pressure, and it kept getting harder and harder, to the point where it felt like it was pushing me down. And then all of a sudden I felt pressure in my chest, and I thought, oh, am I having a heart attack? And but I just tried to stay calm, and I just was I had my eyes closed, and all of a sudden it felt like there was a mass, a dark mass of some sort inside of me. It's really, I don't know how to explain this because it was so strange for me. I've never meditated before, and I don't know if this is what you're supposed to feel or if I was hypnotizing myself. But anyway, so this mass that was in my chest, and what was before was pressure, now it's a mass that was taking over my chest and my shoulders. All of a sudden, this mass started rising, and it was on my shoulders and in my head. And my head felt like it was pounding. You know, instead of the heartbeat, my head was pounding. I guess it was to the same beat. and I just thought, wow, this is really strange. You know, I've never felt anything like this before. So then, in a very short while, I kept in this because she said try to do this for 5 minutes. So I just kept staying there, and I was trusting her that this wasn't going to kill me, and and so I just let this feeling go, and that mass felt like it was getting smaller. It just felt like it was getting smaller, little by little. I just could feel the sense that it seemed to be taking up less space in my head and my shoulders. And it got down to the size where it was just like in like the back of my throat. And actually, I can still feel it. I just finished doing this exercise before I did this video, so that's why everything is, you know, I wrote down my notes real fast and started this video. And when I was feeling that pressure, that mass feeling, I felt almost paralyzed. I felt like I couldn't move. I couldn't open my eyes even if I wanted to. And I wanted to, but I didn't want to, if you understand, because I wanted to finish this challenge and be able to tell about this in the video. And so I felt, I guess, I've never been hypnotized, so I don't know if I felt like I was hypnotized, but almost like I was in some kind of trance, but I wasn't in complete control. But by the time this diminished, that mass diminished to a very small size, and it was like in the back of my throat. All of a sudden I felt like, okay, I could open my eyes now. And that was when I opened my eyes. And I still, like I said, I still feel that little pressure in the back of my throat. I don't understand what happened. But I do know that many people who do meditate regularly say that it's very good. So maybe it's a way of releasing things inside of you. I'm not really sure. But I have a lot of things going on in my life right now. I'm taking care of my mother, who's 91 years old. I'm in a relationship with my husband that's, you know, I don't even want to go there, but it's, and then I've got a trip that I'm going to be taking in September, just a few weeks from now, and so we're going to be leaving, and I need to get ready for that. And then, of course, I have my event in October. And I'm also trying to run my business and try to get something going in my business before the event in October so that I have something to show for all my efforts. So I do have a lot of pressure. And maybe this meditation, in this process, all of that was coming out in me. I don't know. But gosh, you know, any of you that do meditate on a regular basis, if you have any ideas about what that what was happening to me at that point. I'm almost afraid to meditate again, but I'm thinking it was a good thing, but I'm almost afraid to meditate again. And I would really like some feedback from any of you that do some meditate on a regular basis to give me an idea. Is that, what I was supposed to be feeling the first time I ever did it? And does it get better? But anyway, that is my day 6 video, and I hope that it was helpful to you if you've never meditated before. And if people do make comments on my video here, then you'll be able to read the comments. Also, I will share information on a blog later on about the meditation, because it was definitely an experience that if I do get comments on it from other people, I'll incorporate that into my blog so that I can help other people who maybe are thinking about meditating, and maybe that will help them too. So this is my day 6 video, and I have how many more to go? 15 more to go. So I hope you stay for the challenge and watch me as I make my way through. Thank you very much. Bye.